We're going to start today by opening up the Pottery app, clicking on Create. I'm going to use my finger to move up and down and side to side to shape my pottery. Once I like it, click the firing button and then the check. Once it has fired, you can now decorate it. This will be the vase for our sunflower still life. I can use brushes and colors to decorate my pottery vase. Please make sure though that when we get to the last step, you do not sell your pottery. We are not selling the pottery right now. So I'm all done. I'm going to click ready. I'm going to click check again to confirm. Now I'm going to tap ready. So remember, we're not selling it. You're going to tap on photo. Once you tap on photo, before you click take a photo, you want to use your finger to position your pottery on the screen. We do not want to see inside of the vase. We just barely want it at eye level so you can just kind of see just the very top of it going straight across. Then click photo. If it asks you for permissions, hit OK. Now I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to exit out of pottery and I'm going to go into Art Rage. We'll sell it later for money. So I'm going to go open up my Art Rage. Whatever pops up, it's not yours. Don't mess it up. Go to the bottom icon, click on Create New Painting. If it asks you to save, say don't save painting. We don't save somebody else's work. That's their job. Delete where it says Untitled. Type in your name and then click Done. Rotate your iPad so your paper is vertical, so it's nice and tall up and down. I'm going to start with my paintbrush and I'm going to paint the table and the wall for behind my pottery sunflower still life. So I can type in the size that I want, or I can click on settings and I can set it to 100. I want pressure at 100 and loading at 100. Make sure you have Insta-Dry turned on. Now I gotta find brown. Brown is going to be over on the other side in the color palette. Brown is a dark shade of orange. So I'm going to paint the bottom half brown and the top half blue. Try to pick a type of blue because it'll contrast nicely with the yellow sunflowers. I am now going to go down to the layers, that's the stack of paper at the bottom, and I'm going to hit the little, next to the plus sign, the little box with the arrow. So you tap the box with the arrow and then you say import layer. And then I want to choose from photo library. This is how I'm going to get my pottery into Art Rage. Yes, hit OK if it asks you for permission. I'm going to tap on the camera roll where I see my pottery. I'm going to tap on my piece of pottery. And uh-oh, it's upside down. Well, what I can do is I can use my two fingers to rotate it. And I can also make it a little bigger, a little smaller. I can adjust the size and the positioning of it now. We'll be able to change it again later, but just kind of get it in the middle so that way we can erase all that extra gray background. I'm now going to use the eraser and I'm going to erase. Oh, let's make sure we set it to 100. Pressure to 100 and that looks good. So I have a nice crisp edge. Erase all the big parts and then make it smaller to erase the smaller parts. Adjust the size of your eraser so it's easier. Take your time. This can be tricky. This is the hard part. Make sure you don't leave any of that gray background on there. Now you can see the other background we made is showing up because we put it in a new layer. So that's all I'm going to do for today. I'm going to click on the home button, the icon down at the bottom, tap save painting, and we are finished with part 1.